Hey everybody, welcome to a new installment, a new series on my channel, Know Your Minnow, where in each episode we'll be taking a look at some of the lowlier sides in international football across all six confederations, giving a little bit of love to several of the not so highly esteemed national sides that the world has to offer. And to kickstart off the series, episode 1, we begin with a minnow that is known the world over by football fans alike. It's San Marino. Yes, I could not think of a better minnow to begin the series with than the one that we all uh, readily identify with, especially when World Cup qualifying comes around and European UEFA Euro qualifying comes around as well. San Marino being the whipping boys that they are on the continent. So, to kick off my inaugural episode, I've gone with San Marino. So, I'm going to start with giving information about the country first, then moving on to the team, because it's important, guys. It's important to learn something new every day, I feel. And a lot of the time when you look at football and you analyze it, especially at the international level, you find yourself becoming more and more knowledgeable about the world around you, geography-wise, flags, aka vexillology, and just facts about countries themselves. And I want to start off here with that about San Marino before I give just footballing stats. So San Marino, also known as Serenissimo Repubblica di San Marino, Most Serene Republic of San Marino, is a landlocked country within Italy. It is one of two countries that are landlocked on the Italian peninsula, the other being the Vatican City, which is its own sovereign state, and one of only three landlocked countries in the world that is entirely enclaved within another country. The two others being Vatican City and Lesotho, which is enclaved entirely within South Africa. San Marino is the third smallest country in Europe, ahead of only Monaco and the Vatican City, and it's the fifth smallest country in the world. Its population's about 33,350 people. It's quite small. Fun fact about San Marino, there are more vehicles in the country than there are people. That's right, there are more cars within the San Marinese border than there are actual residents in the country itself. And yes, I said San Marinese because it is a nationality, because it is its own sovereign state. San Marino actually has a decent claim of being potentially the oldest republic in the world, as its constitution was drafted in the 16th century. And it gets its name from Saint Marinus, a historical figure that helped found the microstate of San Marino. Famous people from San Marino include, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Alessandra Pirelli, an Olympian shooting champion, Francesco Maria Marini, who was a composer, playwright, and a Catholic archbishop, or was, and Little Tony, a pop and rock musician who passed away in 2013. San Marinese. San Marino's official language is Italian, and its official state religion is Catholicism, so it shares that in common with Italy and Vatican City. Many cultural and custom similarities between itself and the country that fully envelops it. Moving on to a crucial thing I want to mention about San Marino as well, which I've poorly drawn here on my flag, as you might be able to make this out. The three towers here, not really towers. Can't really draw that well. But San Marino's flag, if you Google it, and their coat of arms, has three towers within it. And they represent the three towers of San Marino, which are Guaita, Sesta, and Montale. Those are the names of all three towers, and they reside on the three peaks of Monte Titano, which is a mountain. It's a mountain range within the broader range of the Apennine Mountains that run through northern Italy. And Guaita, Sesta, and Montale, throughout various points in its history, were used as station posts and as prisons throughout the 11th and 12th century. And they're sort of like the iconic landmark presiding over San Marino because they are situated on the three peaks of Mount Titano. So that's a fun historical fact there. I even had its own Wikipedia page. Look that up. The Three Towers of San Marino. Now let's move to the national team. Well, the San Marino national team is governed by the Federazione Sammarinese Giuoco Calcio, which is the San Marino Football Federation of Soccer. Current coach is Franco Varela. Captain is Aldo Simoncini. The most capped player in the history of San Marino and its most legendary player is Andy Selva, who retired just 4 years ago in 2015. San Marino is ranked 209th in the world by FIFA and 207th in the world by the ELO rankings. Their home stadium is the Stadio Olimpico di Saravaie in Saravaie, San Marino. Things to know about San Marino. Well, they do not win very much, as many of you would have guessed. Indeed, in San Marino's entire history as a footballing country, they have only avoided losses on 5 occasions and have only won a single match in their entire history. This lone victory came in a 2004 friendly against Liechtenstein, where they were victorious 1-0. The 4 other occasions where they did not lose include a draw against Turkey in 1994 World Cup qualifying, a draw against Latvia in 2002 World Cup qualifying, a draw versus Liechtenstein in a friendly, and a draw versus Estonia in a 2016 UEFA European Championship qualifying game. In total, up to date, San Marino has conceded 690 goals and has scored only 23. They've scored 23 goals and have conceded almost 700. San Marino concedes on average about 4.31 goals per game that they play. Current players on the roster include Alex Gasparoni, who plays for Italian club Riccione, Luca Ceccaroli, who plays for Trepene, a San Marinese club, and Alessandro De Adario, who plays also for a San Marinese club called Tre Fiori. Now, you may have seen the names Trepene and Tre Fiori around before, and that's because they compete in the very, very, very early preliminary rounds of UEFA Champions League qualifying. Some 3 or 4 rounds before the group stages begin. Yes, indeed, that is when the Champions League season technically starts, is in the qualifying rounds, and you get clubs from the likes of San Marino and Gibraltar and the Faroe Islands duking it out for progression into the latter rounds. And I believe most famously, Trepene picked up a famous win in the last Champions League season against some club from Kosovo, I'm not sure. But that about wraps it up for an informational video on San Marino and the San Marinese national team. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tune in when I talk on my next video about American Samoa, my next Know Your Minnow. So now I hope you guys have come away from this knowing a little bit more about San Marino football and the country itself, because I find its history to be pretty cool. It's really unique that a country this small might have a stake to being the world's oldest sovereign state. I did not know that before doing this research. So yeah, any questions, comments below? Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, God willing. Until then, much love and peace out.